Wonderful good day, ladies and gentlemen. It's Precious Metal Fair Edelmetallmesse here in Munich, and we just started this morning. And with me here is Sulliden Mining Capital, Pint, the president of the company. And yeah, we want to get an update of the company, of course.
Good afternoon, Johan.
Hey. Hope all is fine. You enjoyed the fair so far?
So far, so good. Yeah,
Super.
Lots of people coming around. The booth is busy. It's been great.
That's exactly what we need. Sulliden Mining Capital. You are not a typical mining company. Maybe describe in 2-3 sentences what you are doing.
Sure. Sulliden is not a typical mining company. We were spun out of Sulliden Gold in 2014 when Sulliden Gold sold to Rio Alto. Some cash and a qualifying asset called East Sullivan in Quebec was spun out to form what is now Sulliden Mining Capital. We act very much like a merchant bank or a venture capital fund, where we want to put our money to work in high quality assets and companies, where we feel that there is an opportunity to take the existing asset and improve upon it, perhaps by re-engineering or by right-sizing the capex.
That means you put an active role into it, right?
Yeah, the term the term we like to use is we are active, but we're not activists.
Ah, okay.
Right. So we want to come in and, for lack of a better term, in a friendly manner, we want to, again, right-size the project, re-engineer a project, to advance the project to where we de-risk it and add value to the project.
Yeah. Do you have an example from the past which worked out very successful?
Well, you know what? We have a couple of examples. One of them is Belo Sun Mining. Belo Sun is a northern Brazil gold company with a tremendous, about a 7 million ounce project.
Wow, that's big.
And our team came in, led by Peter Tagliamonte, he now CEO, and re-engineered what was a very good feasibility study and right-sized it so that the company can move forward. They raised the money that they needed, and all they're waiting on is their final permits now. So there's been a lot of value added to that company. The stock has gone from about 18 cents to $1.
Okay, and you still have stock in Sulliden Capital, meaning that you have Belo Sun stock at Sulliden, right?
Yes, we do. Belo Sun stock right now for Sulliden represents about 20 cents of our shares.
Whoops,
yeah.
Okay. That's a lot. And you were yesterday 40 cents, so that's half of the value already.
That is correct.
Wow, I like that.
Yeah.
Okay, super. So Belo Sun, we saw. You have, I would call it like 5 major projects where you are involved, right? And I think Augur just did a good race in Australia.
Yes.
Maybe you can elaborate a bit, because I think Augur is very good advanced, and you are pushing it very hard, right?
Absolutely. Augur is another project, much like Belo Sun, although Augur is a phosphate project. So it's phos rock. It's a feedstock project for the fertilizer business in Brazil. And in Augur, what we saw is something very similar to, let's say, Belo Sun, where we saw a tremendous asset that's going to be a local supplier of phosphate. Our team came in. We did replace management and the board and some of the board members this time, so we were a little more active. My partner Justin Reed and I now run Augur. I'm the chairman. He's the managing director or CEO. And
active role.
That's right, a very active role. Again, but not activists. We're very active. We're getting involved because the project's great. The technical team on the ground in Brazil is fantastic. Yeah. So all they needed was for someone to come in. We raised the proper amount of money, so the company is very well capitalized. We now have $10 million in the bank. We have enough money to do a full bankable feasibility, which is already underway. We just announced yesterday that the infill drilling program has started, so we're very, very excited about this project.
And you want to bring this in production, right?
Absolutely. We continue to de-risk it. The bankable feasibility will take about 8 to 10 months, and then we're going to move on from there. We hope to be into construction mode by the end of 2017, early 2018.
Super. Okay, good. Wow, that sounds great. And yeah, from there when you are in production, you make money, and the Sulliden shareholders will make money too, right?
That's right. Well, Sulliden, yeah, we own 20% of Augur.
Wow.
And again, Augur is a very, very good-looking project. The numbers look well. We put out a PEA in July that came in with an NPV of almost $400 million. This is going to be a very, very good project, and it's one that's needed in southern Brazil because all of the phosphate in southern Brazil is currently imported from Africa. So we will be the only source of local supply of phosphate.
Wow, that means you will be like a domestic supplier then?
The only domestic supplier.
That's great. Fantastic. Yeah. Also, you have the Troilus mine. So you are active there, right?
Well, we are. In the spring, we announced that we have the option to buy 100% of the Troilus mine over a 24-month period. So there's about 16 or 18 months left on that option, and our engineering team is busy at work right now. The property was in production under Inmet several years ago, and so a lot of the drilling has been done. So our engineering team is going in there and establishing whether or not we want to exercise the option or not. We do have 16 to 18 months to do so.
Yeah. When you think you can do a decision to proceed?
I think we'll know within the next 6 months.
Okay, that's
what we're going to do with that. Things are looking good. Our team is on the ground doing the work there, and the option is really good because there's not a lot of money layout for us. We've agreed to spend $1 million in engineering work, and really the purchase price is going to be for an NSR, a net smelting royalty of between 1.5% and 2.5%.
Wow, that's perfect.
So it's a really good deal for a company the size of Sulliden to strike.
Fantastic. Let's come to some money, to some financial facts about Sulliden, because you're buying stocks, you're actively playing the roles in the companies, but it costs all money. So what is money in the Sulliden treasury?
So Sulliden right now, we have about $1.5 to $2 million cash in the bank, but we have these marketable securities. We have no debt. So our working capital is closer to $30 million. So we do not need to raise money to do the projects that we want to do.
What's the market cap?
The market cap is 15 million to 16 million.
So
right
it means you are double the market cap you have in marketable
securities and cash. That is correct.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
That sounds cheap.
Well, it does, but I mean, look, there's a lot of companies out there that say they're undervalued.
That's right.
Our goal is not to promote our stock and say, oh, we're undervalued, we're undervalued. Our goal is we've now made our investments in the companies we want to. We want to build these companies, monetize them over the period of time. We're not short-term investors. We're there to rebuild and de-risk and add value. And then as we monetize, I'm sure our stock price will follow.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And that's our goal, because we're shareholders. Insiders control almost 40% of Sulliden mining capital.
So you sit really in the boat.
We are aligned with shareholders.
And could you imagine, let's say, to pay dividends or maybe a special payback or whatever when good things happen?
You bet. I mean, that is absolutely one of our goals as shareholders. Again, we're perfectly aligned with other shareholders. As we have monetization events and money comes in, of course, we'll consider dividends or special dividends to get money back into shareholders, which include ourselves.
Perfect. Paul, thank you very much for this update, and that looks really interesting to me. You are heavily undervalued, sorry to say that, but it is like it is, and that's exactly what we like to see, and I'm pretty sure this stock will go up.
Thank you so much, Johan. It's great to be here, and thank you for
very
doing
much.
this.
Thank you, Paul.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Paul Pint, the president of Sulliden Mining Capital. Yeah, you heard it, over $30 million in marketable securities, and the market cap is $15 million. It's really astonishing, and they're playing an active role, not an activist role in their companies. They are advancing, and 5 major projects altogether. Those are 16 projects, and I would say the next 12 to 18 months probably very good news from the company. And as you heard, the management holds 40% of the company, so they are fully aligned with the rest of the shareholders. Check out the company. Thanks and bye-bye from Munich.